Hello! In today's video I would like to tell you about a product that I accidentally discovered a few years ago. And this product has dramatically helped students who have come to me with hand pain which is affecting their guitar playing. I'm actually fortunate in that I've never really suffered from any type of repetitive strain type injury, although I do now use this product after long playing sessions as it does seem to loosen everything up nicely. According to the research I've read online, it should also prevent any tendon problems from developing in the future, which is always a good thing. So a few years ago, I was searching online for a specific product, and maybe it was a typo, but it led me to a video of a muscular guy standing there holding something in his hand that caused him to look as if he was going to explode from extreme exertion. He didn't seem to be moving much, just kind of vibrating. Whatever he was doing, it was certainly taking an incredible amount of effort from the contorted look on his face. I called my wife through to check out this strange video, and we were both confused as to what this guy was actually doing. So I left the webpage and I thought no more about this weird video I just watched. So a few weeks later, my wife surprised me with a gift. I had no idea what this thing was, although she told me it was a Powerball and it was the same product that this muscular guy had been using in the same video. The present was bought as a bit of a joke, and it took me around 45 minutes to actually figure out how to get this new Powerball thing to work properly. I will actually tell you my tip on how to quickly get started with the Powerball at the end of this video. So, the box tells me that this Powerball device is a handheld gyroscope. I thought it would just be for fitness purposes, but when I started researching online, I read so many articles saying how the Powerball can alleviate all sorts of repetitive strain type injuries, as it stimulates blood circulation, it warms and loosens tight muscles, and reduces tendon inflammation. I've been teaching professionally for close to 30 years now, I think, and in that time I've had some students come to me with existing repetitive strain type injuries, and it's having a big impact on their guitar playing. One student in particular was a great guitar player, and he also ran a professional recording studio. His wrist pain had reached the point where he could no longer play the guitar, and he basically wanted me to look at his playing technique to see if there was anything obvious that could be causing his problems. Over the years, a few students have come to me with exactly the same request, and usually there is absolutely nothing about their playing technique that seems to be causing the problems. I'm no doctor, and I had no idea if the Powerball would work, although I told any students who came to me with wrist problems that the Powerball might just be worth a try. You've got nothing to lose. And the result? Every student that has used the Powerball so far has experienced a big improvement in their wrist pain. And the guy who ran the studio and could no longer play, well, after a few months, he was back to playing the way he was before his wrist problems. He actually gave me a present to thank me for the Powerball recommendation, as he was so pleased to be back playing again. So, this is the Powerball, and this is the piece of string to get it started. You basically poke the end of the string in a hole in the central section of the Powerball, and then I spin around the central section to wrap the string around it. Once the string is wrapped round, I'm now going to pull sharply on the string to get the thing spinning. Now's the part that requires a bit of practice. If you have the correct technique, the Powerball will keep spinning and you can gradually increase the force to as much as you can handle. There's an incredible amount of force that can be achieved when you get this thing spinning quickly. I've actually got a counter on the top of this Powerball so you can actually keep track of the speed, if you want to set yourself challenges or compete against someone else even. Online, when I checked yesterday, there's actually scoreboards online for maximum speeds, and there's actually a £10,000 grand prize for the world record holder, apparently. So, I generally use my Powerball every now and again, spinning to a medium speed as more of a relaxation and preventative type measure. The Powerball does also come out if you have guests around. This is just a good fun little gadget to share with other people too. My Powerball, as you can see, has a light, and it also has a carry case as well, which is very useful for storing the Powerball. Quick word of warning, a friend of mine purchased a product similar to this, made by a different company. And the version was nothing like this NSD Powerball. It was very lightweight, it was not able to reach anywhere near the force of this Powerball. So I think in this case, it's one of those situations where the original does seem actually to be the best. So, how do you keep this thing spinning? It took me around 45 minutes before I managed to learn the correct technique. Most people who try the Powerball will spin it too fast to begin with. It's a gyroscope, and as you spin the Powerball, you can actually feel a point in the spin where there is a force. The best way I have found to explain how to get the Powerball spinning correctly is to imagine a long piece of string, one end connected to the Powerball with a weight at the other end. If you imagine the string is very long when you spin slowly, and you imagine the string becoming shorter as you gradually build up the speed. If you increase the speed too quickly, as many people usually do when they try it for the first time, the Powerball will just lose its power and eventually stop. Also, if the central section is clunking around, the Powerball will not spin properly. It does take a bit of practice, but the imaginary string technique has worked for most people who have tried my Powerball. The Powerball is certainly an interesting and fun product for guitarists or any other musician for that matter. There are many different types of Powerball, so I'll leave a link in the description to this video to the NSD Powerball that I own, or at least the most similar model I can find. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment if you would like to know more about my experience with the Powerball. It is a fun little gadget and one that has been used constantly since it was given to me. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on future guitar videos. Bye for now.